Coming up live on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you today. We're going to talk to a couple of people who are from the Natomas Garden and Art Center. And you will be amazed at the wonderful things that they're doing in their community to bring art and beautiful flowers and gardens. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Hi, I'm Ray Tatter, and with me here in the studio is Therese and
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amy.
No worries.
Amy, and you from the Natomas Garden and Art Center, and I've been out there a couple of times, and there had been somebody on a program before about it, and so this is a fill-in. Come on, tell me what's happened.
Well, if you go out there now, there's not much there, okay? Because it's what it is the Natomas Garden and Arts Club. That's us.
Yeah.
We came together in 2017, late 2017, early 2018,
Yes.
because we knew that the Fire Station 15 in South Natomas was going to be vacated. We knew they were building a new fire station for our firemen, and we wanted to make sure that the building was going to be used for something that benefited the community. And we have had community members for a long time advocating for more cultural assets in the South Natomas neighborhood. And so we just came together with this concept and pitched it to the city. And the city went for it. We in 2018, the city council allocated $800,000 for the remodel of the building. Because as a fire station, it's a private residence, so it has to be brought up to code to be a public building, right?
Yeah.
And so that was done in 2018, and we've been waiting for that to move forward. A lot of things have happened since 2018.
Yeah.
So they did contact us last month and said that they are ready. We've been meeting with the city architect and Public Works and starting to move forward again. It's a very exciting time.
It sure is.
Yeah.
And so programming is an interesting thing. And so a community center that works with art and plants and that, I mean, you have to have different leadership there. I can't make anything grow, but I sure can direct a play.
Well, I'm an ungardener. I'm an artist by trade. I can weed and
you weed.
And trim and prune with the best of them. So, but I have learned a lot of great gardening skills from associating with the people in our group. You know, we've got Natomas, Gardenland, Northgate communities, lots of big lots, lots of people with fruit trees in their yards, backyard gardens. We've got the Natomas community gardens. There's a lot of very avid plant people in our, and the site that we were looking at is a building surrounded on 3 sides by empty lots.
Yes, I noticed that. It's. I thought that was a park. I thought, oh wow, it's
Not
set
yet.
a park, man.
It will be a
It will
park.
be, yes,
Okay.
It'll
exactly.
be the most beautiful garden center in this neighborhood. It's an acre parcel, which is a perfect size for demonstration gardens. We could have big garden beds to help teach people like myself and Amy that are not primarily gardeners, but we have, like Amy said, home gardeners that know how to grow in our Sacramento climate. So there's that type of opportunity. There's also opportunity for drought-resistant garden demonstrations. And with an acre of land, so plenty of room for creating events, creating education. all anchored by this former fire station, which is this beautiful mid-century modern building. It is, you can just see these beautiful red, what are they?
Doors,
The
the
garage doors that the
garage
fire,
bay, yeah.
fire
Yeah,
trucks
yeah,
use.
sure.
So here, those are going to be the opening doors for our gallery.
Ta-da!
Local artists, national artists. We are really aiming for the stars in this project.
This is great. And I was really surprised when I started to, do research to see who are these people. Oh, wait a minute, I remember they had been on the program before. I recognized the fire station and went down. And I find it fascinating how you have really set up the programming and to reach not only the artists, especially I don't know, we're not going to be able to see that video, I don't think, where they put up the art on cover the windows of the fire station on the outside.
Our debut art show.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And then you go around with,
We don't yet have access to the property.
I see.
The city owns the property, and you know how it happens, projects get more importance or more urgent, and we are looking at how could we utilize the space efficiently. And during our pandemic, we've stayed alive with Zoom and other technology, looking at trying to take advantage of what was there. And what was there is plywood. And seeing, I'm like, oh, we could paint on the plywood.
Yes.
And the city said, you can't, but you could put artwork on the plywood. So we did.
So they helped you solve a problem.
They
there,
did.
So it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
chain link and plywood is not a good look for the neighborhood, but the art is beautiful.
It sure
So
is.
it's,
It
yeah,
sure
good
is.
improvement.
So, and the community came out to see this too.
Yeah, we had a big day of giving event, live event, that corresponded with the unveiling of this art show, and we had community members come out. The neighbors walking by could see us out there, and they came by to check us out. And it was a wonderful outdoor, socially distant gathering of people who just loved the neighborhood. It was wonderful. It was heartwarming.
I think it's fascinating.
It was great.
You brought a video. Let's have a look at one of the videos. See, this one is called "Build the Garden." Could we watch that, and then maybe you can tell me.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So, I don't know what to tell them, Teresa, but they're going to show a video. Here we go.
All right. Are we going to be able to see it?
Look.
Teresa
TV.
makes the best videos. She's been
So
such...
this particular video is an introduction to who the Garden and Arts Club is.
Club. That's right. Did I
We
say
are a
center?
club.
We're
We're
working on that. Club, center,
we are a community.
a community, collaborative.
As you can see, we're involved in a lot of different types of projects, whether it's the Niños Community Garden or the Chalk It Up event at Fremont Park.
This is good.
Yeah, we do the Garden Valley Elementary School. We built a pollinator
Pollinator
garden.
inhibitor.
Yes. We're big onto pollinators.
Good.
We collaborate with the Circe Society on the
Fabulous.
collaborators.
Okay, there's some chalk.
That's us.
Wow.
Doesn't Teresa make great videos?
That's right.
Aren't they beautiful?
Did the board say, how are we going to get this information out to the public? And Amy says, Teresa, what can we do?
No, we said, what are we going to do? And Teresa said, I can help you. And she came out of heaven and into our laps, and it's wonderful
Well,
to have
I do
her on
have
board.
a cape.
Yes,
So there's that.
super
And you have some
woman.
talent. This is a really wonderful piece.
You know, I give all the credit to Amy because Amy just is in every different organization in the community. And I would know nothing about the Natomas Garden and Arts Club without Amy.
I see.
And let me just tell you that quick little story. Amy was involved, and continues to be involved with the Chalk It Up program. So the Chalk It Up is that festival that everyone in Sacramento knows and loves.
Oh, yes.
Amy was one of the very first people to create that event. Then years go by, and here I am looking for something interesting, creative to do in Sacramento. And I'm like, oh, Chalk It Up. I will investigate. There's a little Facebook post that says, Amy Tokahama demonstrating chalk art at the South Natomas Library. I'm like, that's just around the corner from my house. Out I go, and there's Amy on her hands and knees chalking it up. I'm like, ah. And so she's showing me how to do it. I'm like, oh, all right. So we're chalking and we're talking. And she goes, if you like this, you're going to like the Garden and Arts Club. So here I am.
I like it. And, I really do. I would go to the Chalk It Up thing on a yearly basis and say, you should put canvas down and then chalk it up.
Well,
Pull it out.
The Chalk It Up, the idea behind it is that it is temporary art. It's actually, the concept is modernari, which is a style of art that they do in Europe where they reproduce classic artwork, Renoir, Van Gogh, Michelangelo on the sidewalk in chalk pastels. And they do an modernari festival in Santa Barbara that they've been doing for years and years, and this was sort of modeled after that. But the concept is that it's temporary. The concept is that and
Life changes.
And we it's, as a chalk artist for 30 plus years now, it's something that you learn. People walk on it, and that's fine because it's sidewalk, and and the rain will wash it away, and that's okay.
And the rains will wash it away.
Because it's sidewalk, but it's there for it's there for the people who are there for the moment. So it's a magical thing.
That's
so,
good.
yeah.
So the board of the Garden and Art Center, are they like half gardening people and half art people?
Yeah, we're trying to balance out the board. We started off what I called veg heavy, with a lot of gardeners. We had a lot of
Veg
master
heavy.
gardeners, and then we've added artists. We've got a nice balance now. As we're growing, we're in this growth movement right now. So we're looking to expand not only the membership, active members, people who are doing committee work with us and bringing their ideas, and we'd like to get this done. How can we do this? And things that they'd like to get done in the community. And we'd like to get more gardeners and artists on our board. We'd like to get them more artists and gardeners involved.
And that's how we happen to partner up with the Sacramento Botanical Garden organization. And this is an organization not unlike our own, where there's a dream for a larger community project. And
they're nomadic, like we're nomadic.
Yeah, no, but you are nomadic, but obviously you're in Natomas, but you have people who are all around in other parts of the city, and as far as I could see, New York and other places interested in what you're doing.
That was the pandemic, the Zoom, the outreach that we were able to do through Teresa's wonderful social media marketing, the Facebook, the website. Our website is so dynamic and
is.
updated now,
doubt.
so we can attract and I've got relatives in all parts of the country, and I tell them, hey, you got to check this out. We've got artists and gardeners in my family that, for instance, I do the Inspiration Station every other Saturday via Zoom, which is open studio from 11 to 1, and I just do my art, and whoever wants to come Zoom in can bring their art. I've got a friend of mine who's in the International Sewing Guild who was working on the 25 Million Stitches project.
Oh, yes.
So she was stitching away, and then my mother, who's in Washington, will come and do her baking with us, and then we've got people that just can Zoom in from anywhere. So
and it really is, it's for inspiration, it's
Yeah.
for creativity. And now that some of the stay-at-home orders have been lifted, I joined Amy last week at Camp Pollock.
Yeah, we're moving
and
to
we
a
did a little
hybrid.
plein
Pollock.
air watercoloring of the trees. And we are the city of trees here in Sacramento.
We sure are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been here 30 years, and the trees are bigger and better, and it's just fabulous.
Oh, we partner with the Sacramento Tree Foundation. We're working on urban greening projects. We partner with the Sac Valley Conservancy and the Camp Pollock, trying to get more people out there to see how beautiful it is. They've really done a wonderful job with it. And like you were saying, the Circe Society for the butterflies and the pollinators.
Oh, yes, the butterflies. So if people want to, they're listening to us now, watching my handsome face. They want to be part of your group and be part of the Natomas Arts and Garden Club. How do they do that?
Website. We are natomasgac.org. Super simple. You can always email us, Natomas Garden and Arts Club @gmail.
Yep, good.
And what we'd really like for this particular moment, we're here today to ask people to please come to our website and click on the survey link. So we are currently in talks with the city of Sacramento about this vision, our Garden and Arts Center, that permanent location that would be on Truxell at Newborough Drive. So the city said, well, we want to make sure the neighborhood and the community wants what you see. So we've created a survey. If people would go to our natomasgac.org,
Okay.
and at the
We
top
put
of
it
that
up on the
front
screen.
page,
We'll bring it up
there's the link for the survey.
Okay.
Fill out the survey and tell the city, this is what we would like. And we've got maybe 20 questions for you to answer, and we really appreciate your participation.
Additionally,
And there it is. It was just on the screen again. And we'll put it on the screen a little bit later.
we are having our monthly gathering tomorrow night. We do the last Thursday of every month. We have a gathering. I call them gatherings because they're not meetings. I don't want anybody to think that we go there and we do business. We do all of our work in committees. And then we come for our gathering, and it's open to the public. The link is on the website. And we just give updates about the programs and the projects that we're working on. And then we hand over the mic to a special guest, one of the many organizations, networks, and projects that we
That's the one.
Oh, yes, exactly so. And so tomorrow night, we've got the Sacramento Park City group that's coming to.
Right, Steve Sweingart is the founder of Sacramento National Park City.
Yeah.
And his group is looking to get Sacramento designated as a park city. Yeah, London is the very first of the
Yeah.
national park cities. We're
And
going to
so
be in their company.
We have also coming up a presentation from Christy Jordan from Chalk It Up is going to give us a presentation about Chalk It Up, the history and Chalk It Up around the town. We'll probably do another chalk technique workshop because that's what we do. And then there's a district community mural project that's coming out of the Office of Arts and Culture, and so Donald Gensler will be presenting on that project also. So, and then we've had Angela Laws from the Circe Society gave a really compelling presentation on pollinators and how to protect them in the community, how to promote them.
That's a big part of our monthly meeting, is giving more information to our community so that they're aware of all of the different organizations and events and possibilities.
Okay. Let's have a little look at some of these events. You brought some slides. I like slides.
Good.
So you can narrate these slides, and I'll go for a Coca-Cola. No, here we go.
this is another one of Teresa's great productions. This is our fire station here, and about every 3 months, we have a coordinator that works with us from the city, and that's Ignacio, he's great. And they bring us out tools, and we gather our neighbors together, and we come and we trim the grass, and we pick up anything that's got the empty fields, and they do tend to collect things. So we'll just get out there, and it's an opportunity for people to envision the potential of the site. There's just so much to and then to talk to each other and to work together. So it's we do it. We're coming up on another one that's going to happen at the end of July, which will be announced on our website, and it's basically picking up leaves and stuff, but it's
fun to be out.
and it's a
Fun
great
to
way
be
to
out
connect.
again, even if it's just raking leaves.
And the people that come out often are representatives of these other groups and organizations. So GNNA, the Gardenland Northgate Neighborhood Association, those people will come out. And
But you get regular folks from down the street too, right?
oh yeah. Well, these are
Absolutely.
the regular folks from down the street. Our community is very well networked and connected. We've got a lot of groups, and but yeah,
I
anybody can
sense
come.
you've gotten a little fire in their hearts, and they want to find out what you're doing down there, and like maybe be part of it.
Absolutely.
Come and join us.
And that was the genesis for the art exhibit that is currently on the exterior of 1591. We were, again, looking for ways to be active on the site so that the city could see and the neighbors could see, the community could see that this is a viable project. And 25 artists volunteered their time and talent to create artwork and they allowed us to install their artwork on the exterior of this building.
This is great.
Yes.
It's wonderful. The amount of commitment that we have found
agree.
the community to have that supports not only our little vision, but the other organization's vision for a connected community.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
And the outreach that you do, and how do you, Teresa, how do you find these participants? How do you reach into their homes and
They
Every-
find
yeah.
us, right? We
They-
find them, they
really
find
do.
us.
So as long as, who doesn't have some device, some phone or computer or tablet?
Yeah.
And who isn't on some social media channel?
yeah?
So this is especially during this last year, just coming out of lockdown, we were all sitting in front of our screens. So well, let's put something on a screen. So we did.
Good.
And then, I'll tell two friends and they'll tell two friends, and yeah, just it's
It all gets there.
a good idea grows naturally.
Absolutely. So and the board meets every month. So you have a good board meeting, and we have a little more B-roll. Can we look at that? The
Let's
B-roll
do.
is our word for, other pictures that we could put up. So let's have a look at those, and you can narrate those. Oh, yeah.
So this is more about us, and as you can see from the tone, we are a light-hearted group.
Uh-huh.
Really,
But to get the job done.
the
obviously
objective of
planted
this is to
37
show
plants
that
or
we've
whatever
been
it was.
out and about.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did plant 60 trees. We've been producing. We had produced a bunch of YouTube videos for art instruction that we were putting up during the pandemic because we couldn't get out there to teach art, right? So we get people
Club for the entire family.
a club for the entire family, exactly right. We had the one gentleman that gave his talk on worm composting, and his
Vermiculture.
vermiculture, and his passion was contagious. He was like, "Isn't this dirt beautiful?" And I was like, "Yes, it
and the
really
same
is
thing
And it's
beautiful."
moving.
When Angela Laws from the Cersei Society came and spoke to us about pollinators, and I never learned so much about bees in my entire life.
Well, this is great, especially to have experts come and be part of a whole process of raising
Exactly.
awareness to the artists and also the people who love to plant and dig, like my wife. Yeah, she.
It's infectious. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
it's
really
really, I never envisioned myself as a gardener, but buying a home here in Sacramento, it came with this opportunity, and now I'm buying plants and planting seeds and pruning.
So much food.
Yes. We have people in our little space that come over and they'll bring plants. Can you dig it Zoom show? What is that?
That is one of our partner projects.
Uh-huh.
The Sacramento Botanical Gardens is a vision that is looking for a space here in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce Ritter, the founder and CEO of the Sacramento Botanical Garden organization,
Yeah.
was kind enough to partner with the Garden and Arts Club
He's a hoot. He's so
so that he could really help. I'm just a home gardener, and we were looking for an education. And every month, Bruce picks a different garden. And this Saturday, we're going to Land Park and the WPA Rock Garden to learn about
What?
Mediterranean climate.
Oh, good. So I want to thank you both so much for coming. Talk to me about all of this stuff. It's just so much that we have 30 seconds to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to put across the screen how to be in touch with your organization and learn more about, what was it? What did you just say?
the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean
Mediterranean garden. Yes,
Gardens.
can you
Yeah.
dig it?
Can you
There
dig
it
it?
is. Folks, there you go, right there. You can get out to them on Facebook, Facebook, on Natomas, and natomasac.org.
GAC,
GAC.
Garden
They'll get it.
Arts Club.
Garden Arts Club. Thank you both so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
All right.
you very
Well,
much.
okay. We'll be back next week with more about your community, and thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks.
Thank you.